So you guys seem to like my stories quite a lot, military stories in particular, but you've also enjoyed my high school stories and things like that. So I wanted to tell you about a story that happened to me when I was a kid. When I was a child, when I was a bit younger, I was kind of an asshole. I think every kid was really an asshole. There's times where you would scream at your parents, "No, I'm not going to bed no matter what." Keep them up at all hours of the night and then they have to go into work in the morning. Pretty shitty. You know, all kids do it, but my point being is that even though I was an asshole, I was pretty pushover. Like, I was just a kid, man. I was like 5 years old when this shit happened. So what am I talking about? Well, I think I was around the first grade, so that wouldn't necessarily make me 5, but like I was 6 or 7 maybe, like maybe 6 actually. So at the time you can kind of imagine being a 6-year-old, I didn't know much about the world. Well, I lived down the street from a couple of kids, and when you're 6, you just want to be friends with everyone. I can attest to that with Autumn. She just loves being friends with everyone there is. And that's perfectly fine. But I was friends with this one kid, or so I thought, and let's call this guy Jim Bob. So Jim Bob was my friend, and we used to play Ninja Turtles, and we used to run around, play tag, ride our bikes, things like that. Normal kid stuff. Well, one day I had this really cool Mario watch, and I was showing it off. Yeah, look at my cool Mario watch. I earned this. I somehow know I got it in the mail. I sent in like postage stamps or something, like proof of purchases or something. Like I bought a certain amount of something, and I got the Mario watch. Well, he ended up taking it, running away, and I had to get my mom to find it, help me find it. He ended up throwing it off like the side of the road, like maybe 500 feet away from my house, and just tossing it on the ground. Like, what a fucking douchebag, right? Like, how pathetic can you be? You take some fucking 6-year-old, 7-year-old's watch and you throw it on the side of the road. So I was, you know, probably upset, a baby about it. Like, he took my watch. Okay, fine. So the next day, I'm talking to the kid on the swings, and I'm like, why'd you take my watch for? That was really fucked up of you, or really mean of you and whatnot. Obviously I wasn't cursing, but you know, I'm a kid, man. And he ends up pushing me off the swing and smashing my head into the concrete behind me. Mind you, again, I'm just 6 years old, so you know, I start crying because I got fucked up, man. It wasn't really a fight. He didn't beat my ass. He just pushed me off the swing, and I happened to knock my head. Well, about a day later, I was in line with him to go get some lunch, and I just confronted him and snapped. I don't remember the full details of it, but I put a savage ass beating on this kid so badly that his parents wanted me to apologize. But after they had learned everything that he had done, because apparently my mother didn't inform his parents that he had stolen my watch and pushed me off the swings and almost cracked my damn head open, they just pretty much told him to stay away from me. Like, I'm the bad guy, man. Like, I'm sorry I savagely fucked up your kid, but maybe you shouldn't have stole my shit and tried to push me off a fucking swing, huh? Did you ever think of that? So why am I telling you this story? Why am I discussing this with you? Because more than likely there are plenty of parents out there that listen to me in their spare time, and you gotta remember, guys, you can't control what your kids do at school. You can't control their interactions with their friends or anything similar in nature to that, but you can control how they react and how they defend themselves. And I do not give a shit if anyone sits there and tries to say, oh, bullying's not the way, oh, fighting's not the answer. Bull fucking shit. Fighting and the law of the jungle is the answer. If you're gonna back down and be a bitch, you're gonna be a bitch all your life until you take charge of your life and stand up for yourself. Mommy and daddy aren't gonna be holding your hand at school. Mommy and daddy aren't gonna be able to protect you from the assholes. But when you reach 18, you're not going to be able to beat people's asses and just get off scot-free. You beat the wrong person's ass, you're going to prison for assault. There's ways around it, you know, they might deserve it and things of that nature, but you know what I'm saying, right? I'm not encouraging violence. I'm not saying go and pick a fight with whoever's giving you the issue. But if somebody comes up to you, slaps your books out of your hands, takes your shit, why would you just stand there and even if you're afraid of getting your ass beat, man? Look, the the only thing that they could permanently do to you is like blind you or rip your teeth out. And don't you worry, there's plenty of opportunities in life to get back for that shit. So yeah, I'm not encouraging violence at all. But you know, there's an old saying, an eye for an eye, and there's a lot of countries that employ that justice system, and as savage as it is, these anti-bullying campaigns aren't exactly working now, are they? Kids just get bullied a bit more because anti-bullying is kind of freaking silly, the campaigns that are out there. So they just make fun of them and bully kids more. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, remember, deal with your problems up front and take the challenge head on. Don't be a coward, and you'll always come out on top. Even if you get your ass beat, at the very least, people will respect you for standing up for yourself. Thanks for watching my video and making it to the end. And would you please consider subscribing to my channel? By subscribing to my channel, you are not only supporting me, but also joining a community that is against stereotypes, lies, and fraud in gaming. I work my hardest to inform my subscribers of important stories that might affect them. From new games to important updates, the Mavericks are always informed. If you are tired of political correctness ruining your gaming experience, then join my rebellion, because PC isn't for me. And if it isn't for you either, consider yourself a friend of the Mavericks. Subscribe today and you'll be in good hands. Mavericks unite, and together, we can keep gaming from falling prey to the people that would not only censor it, but also destroy it.